Hey creative people, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing my 7 powerful tips that helped me draw more consistently in the past years. Specifically, I've been drawing every single day in the past 3 years, almost. Throughout this video, you will see me working on my Inktober drawing of the day. My personal additional challenge for this Inktober is to draw completely from imagination, without any references. Since I've been enjoying this drawing from imagination challenge, I'm planning to do more of this even after Inktober and maybe also live here on YouTube. Therefore, subscribe the channel if you want to join this. But now let's start with the 7 tips that helped me drawing more in the past years. Tip number 1. Draw small. This might sound simple, but shrinking your drawing space can really remove a lot of pressure. Instead of facing a giant blank page, use a small sketchbook, something you can carry easily, or if you prefer a bigger notebook, divide your pages into grids or smaller sections. When you draw small, your goals become more achievable. You can finish a sketch in 5 to 10 minutes, which builds momentum and keeps you motivated to draw the next one, and the next day, and the next week. Personally, I found this very valuable during Inktober, but also in the rest of the year. Drawing small helped me finish my daily prompt and keep the pace. As I'm drawing normally during the evening before bedtime, I know I want to sit down and spend maximum 1 hour sketching, making some art. I could split it into different nights, but in the end I want to make something. Therefore, having a small page helped me a lot with that. And even more, a portable sketchbook brings us to the next tip. Draw on the go. One of the best ways to draw more is to make drawing a part of your daily routine, wherever you are. Keep a small, slim sketchbook and a pen or pencil, or your favorite medium, portable one, in your bag or pocket. In the end, you will never know when you have a free time, 3 minutes, on public transport most likely, or waiting for your coffee, or in a queue that you haven't expected to have, or even during a break at work. Use that time to doodle or sketch ideas, instead of watching at your phone. Less dumb scrolling, more art. For me, this habit has been a lifesaver. During busy days, I can still sneak in some drawings, which adds up over time and keeps my skills sharp. My personal favorites are people on public transport. I love drawing them. Long-distance trains are perfect for that, even if I tried subways. But I definitely prefer to have more time, such as in a cafe or in a park. Also, drawing live helps you growing a lot. But this might be a completely new tip and would deserve a different video. Let's talk now about tip number 3, about how to draw more. Make drawing your habit. Consistency is key to improvement for everything, also for drawing. Set a specific time every day or every weekday to draw. Whether it's 15 to 30 minutes, it doesn't have to be a huge time commitment. Treat this time like an appointment you can't miss, but in the end, you have to feel it like your reward of the day. For me, blocking out regular drawing session before bed helps me to stay accountable. For you, could be on the weekend or in the morning after the coffee or in your working break. Even in days when I'm tired or uninspired, showing up with my sketchbook keeps the momentum going. Meanwhile, in the Inktober drawing I'm showing you here, I block out the sketch with pencil and I'm now switching to the Fudenosuke pen for the line art. Today's Inktober prompt is burst, and I thought about a dragon. Drawing it from imagination might result in an imperfect, unpolished drawing, but speed me up a lot, and which is crucial for Inktober, where you have to draw every single day something. Now back to our 7 tips about how to draw more. Tip number 4, I think, is create a dedicated space for your art. Having a comfortable, inviting spot where all your materials are ready can make a huge difference. It signals to your brain that it's time to focus on your creativity. Your art spot doesn't have to be large or fancy, just a cozy corner with good lighting and minimal distractions. That makes drawing feel like a special ritual. In the end, I'm using my working desk. nothing fancy. I don't have that much space. There is my desktop in the middle, and left and right is full of art tools, which are easily accessible whenever I want to make some art. So when I feel uninspired, I can just look at my art supplies and say, I haven't used that palette for a while, or those pens are sitting there since ages, and I grab them and start making some stuff. Now let's go on with tip number 5 about how to draw more. Build a reference library. We all hit those moments where we just don't know what to draw. Having a collection of photos, clippings on Pinterest boards, your own images, your kids or nephews or whatever, inspiring images can be a huge help. Even if you want to draw for imagination, references can spark ideas or help with tricky details like anatomy or lighting or stuff. I don't personally use this as much as I would like to. Beyond Pinterest and saving pins, I have some cool photos taken mainly from my trips, which I would like to eventually draw or paint, like urban sketches, but these are sometimes lost in my photo folders. So don't be like me on this one. Try to be more organized. But let's say you still have no ideas, you don't like your references or something. What you could do to draw that moment? Well, this brings us to tip number 6. When stuck, simplify. Make swatch charts or study basics, something that has minimal effort with it. If you can't think of a subject, focus on training your hand and eye instead. Make charts of basic shapes, textures, facial features. For example, draw 20 eyes with different expression, or practice shading spheres and cubes. This focus practice builds up muscle memory, sharpens your skill, making future drawing easier and more confident. My favorite with this is buying new art supplies to swatch, and I think this is a common thing here. Prove me wrong. But even that, it's a cool thing. I mean, you can stay organized, you can make your swatch chart collection, and eventually I'm gonna use those tools. So, meanwhile, back to my dragon, I'm now grabbing my eraser to remove the pencil dust, and I'm using the softer tip Fudenosuke pen to add some more line variation. The sketchbook I'm using here is a Royal Talents Art Creation, which is the first time I'm using. I started this for the Inktober, and have a very thin pages, a bit creamy, but can somehow handle different mediums. It was so popular on internet and I wanted to give it a try. I already have another one, a small squared ones. And now I'm grabbing some fine liners for some more details and texture on the dragon skin. Now back to our 7 tips about how to draw more. We are now at the last one, which in my opinion is the most interesting one and unexpected. So finally, tip number 7 is stimulate your senses while you draw. I think that creating a sensory-rich environment can help you stay focused and enjoy drawing longer. You don't draw only with your eyes and your hand, but in the end you are there, present with all your 5 senses. So why not stimulate them as well? For example, I love the feeling of pencil scratching on paper or the markers you're gonna hear in a moment on this page. Sometimes I listen to ASMR sketching videos or podcasts or audiobooks. Other times I light a scented candle or sip of a warm tea to stimulate all my senses. The thing I like the most is actually to listen to my favorite Italian radio. So this is something I enjoy the most with the music I like and the podcast of the speakers I like. These little sensory cues create a calming, immersive atmosphere that keeps me in the zone, especially during a challenge like this one. I mean, listen to this. Now I'm curious to know which are your best tips to be consistent at drawing, and specifically for this last one. What are you doing while you're drawing? Are you listening to your favorite drama or music or podcast, or are you simply staying silent? So these were my best 7 tips that help me to draw more and to make drawing a habit for me and may be helpful for you as well. Draw small, draw on the go, make it a habit, create a space, build a reference library, study basic when you're stuck, and stimulate your senses. If you want to follow my Inktober drawings, you find all of them on my Instagram page. If you find this video somehow useful and helping you to stay consistent and inspired, then please leave me a thumb up and subscribe to the channel for more art tips. I leave you now watching the final touches on this drawing, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.